Welcome back to Grassroots Media. Welcome back to this week's edition of the Baileyton Drug Company TMB show, presented by Starne's Barber Shop, where we cover everything on the court with North Green Lady Huskies and Huskies basketball. As always, joined here with Lady Huskies head coach James Buchanan and Huskies head coach Sam Tarleton. Fellas, how we doing?
Doing well, Tyler.
Doing good.
It's 2024.
Happy New Year.
Happy New
Happy New Year. E-Dog, Happy New Year.
Happy New Year.
The dog is here.
E-Dog.
This man's just a winner. E-Dog, he's a winner.
So The Rock came back last night.
Oh, you're jumping right into that.
Yeah, and I think he's going to make a run for the head of the table. Pretty good show last night.
Did you flip back and forth?
When's that come on?
No.
If I so happen to
8 o'clock on Mondays.
wanna
It's a
watch
3-hour show.
What, like, what does it come
USA
on?
Network.
Monday on USA. Now, is it FS1 or Fox on Fridays,
Fox,
SmackDown?
for the moment.
Fox. Sometimes they jump back and forth if there's a game on. But what you do is you just set your DVR to record them all. Because I can never sit down and watch a 3-hour show straight through, and then you feel like you're going to miss something. So, and if you really want to tune in at the right time, always at the top of the hour. 8 o'clock, 9 o'clock, 10 o'clock, and then at the end.
There's something.
When it's about to go off, yeah. But I record them and then just go back and fast forward. I don't even watch many of the matches. I'll watch, like if I can see that somebody has won, I'll back it up 30 seconds just to see how they won. But I just like to listen to them yell at each other and threaten each other.
Promos.
They say everything that you wish you could say to people, you just can't do it. So I live my life vicariously through, Seth Rollins and The Rock last night. They had a pretty good little chant going last night. Did you hear that? He had one side, and then the other side. We better not say that.
No, we can't say that.
We can't say that.
Did you know The Rock was coming back?
No.
You didn't?
And then, of course, I have a relative in the Navy, Jonathan Zavaleta. So he must have been watching it, and I'm over here watching the college football playoff. And since I've got it recorded, I was going to go back and watch it later, and he ruined it. He sent me a text all the way from Seattle, Washington. The Rock versus Roman Reigns at WrestleMania. And I thought, what has happened on Raw? And it wasn't that big, I don't guess, other than he just made a reference there to the head of the table. So
You think it happens at WrestleMania?
I don't know, something that big you would think they would, and I think it may be if it's a title match and Reigns still has the belt, you can't let The Rock take the belt off of him because he ain't going to be around enough to defend it. So then you would almost automatically know who was going to win. So I'm thinking that Reigns drops the belt before WrestleMania, and then they still have that match. It's still a huge match with no belt on the line.
Who does
Because
he
he's
drop
held
the
that
belt
belt, I think Orton,
at the Royal Rumble?
maybe.
Okay.
But he's held that belt hostage now for 3 years. Now he don't even show up half the time. So I don't know. They got all kinds of ways they can do.
They do.
this.
There was a guy at a New Year's Eve or get together, and he works at the airport, and he was like, "Did you know that almost like once a month, there's this guy that used to do wrestling comes through there, and we got to talk to him the other day. He was talking about Morton,
Ricky Morton.
Ricky Morton.
Yeah.
James wrestles with him.
Yeah,
in
I've
North
been
Green.
in the ring with him. I ran
Right
into
here.
him.
Yeah.
Literally right here.
Literally where we're sitting. We had a ring set up, and I tagged with a WWE Hall of Famer. I was his tag team partner. I can't remember. Did I get the pin? Was you
I
here?
don't know. No.
was
I just remember seeing videos.
I can't remember if I got
body
the
slam him?
pinfall. I didn't body
Dude,
slam
they were on
him.
the
I
same
body
team.
slammed him other guys.
That's what I meant. You body slammed
Yeah.
somebody.
Who
And
was
you-
that you was going against?
Was it Maverick? I think that he passed away.
When was Nick Slamp in here? What was that?
That was one of the first ones way back. That wasn't even School of Morton, well, maybe it was, because he was training with him. That was a long time ago. Time's flying by.
That was right when I first got here,
Yeah.
really.
Would you do it again?
In a heartbeat.
In a heartbeat?
You'd be surprised how easy it is to body slam somebody.
Well,
Them guys the person that does all the work is the one getting slammed.
Yeah.
They will,
You just got to turn their body, basically.
and I had all these people coming up to me because I was slamming Jonathan and Jeffrey, and they were both probably at the time around 250. And it's literally not hard at all. And people were coming up to me saying, "My gosh, I can't believe you were throwing them boys around." And I tried to explain it. I mean, they do more. They put their low hand.
Hey, I just got an idea for the show.
Who is it?
DJ Sweeney.
You want to do it?
Let's do it.
Mr. Sweeney!
Mr. Sweeney, come here. We're about to talk some ball football. We'd like to have you on our show.
Yeah, we need the expert on Tennessee football.
Come on.
Now, we're live. We're recording the show. Well, it's not live.
It's not live yet, but we're live.
Our show. It's our show.
We're supposed to be talking about our basketball teams, but half the time we talk about other things, so we want to talk about Tennessee football. I was in the process of explaining a body slam in
I
wrestling.
cut him off. I'm sorry, Coach.
That's all right. I mean, they just literally put their low hand on your left thigh, and they push themselves up.
Mm-hmm.
And all you got to do is, like, hold them. And you do have to turn them. You're supposed to put your hand behind their neck, so when you
protect it.
slam them, it don't hit their head. Their back hits first. And, I mean, you learn this. It literally took 10 seconds.
What's this live show on?
You don't ever
You don't watch
the
our
T&B show?
On Facebook? I know you're on Facebook.
I am.
This is Tyler Nichols. He is the
Good
host
to
of
meet
the
you.
show. He works for Grassroots Media. And every week he comes out during basketball season. He did it in football with Coach Tilson. And then during basketball he does it with me and Coach Tarleton.
I see.
And you don't ever watch our show. Come around here so
Yeah,
folks
right
can
here,
see who
right
we're
here.
talking to here, Mr. Sweeney.
Right.
Well,
we
he's going to edit it. You know, it'll
Right.
when you dropping this episode,
Friday, 8 o'clock.
Friday at 8.
All
so
right.
what's he got to do to watch this? He's got to
Let's get on Facebook.
Get
and
on
look
what?
Go
at
to
it.
Facebook, go to the Grassroots Media Facebook page, 8 o'clock, it'll pop up, and you can watch it from there.
All right,
YouTube
cool.
or Facebook.
Hey, this
Okay.
man
I was
is a Tennessee football.
guru.
Yes.
Well, we're jumping right into it.
The
You got a
first-
big win yesterday.
First game of the year, he predicted the final score
Exactly.
exactly.
49-13.
He was spot on.
He was.
Now, yesterday, I made a prediction of 24-14.
He texted. He texted
Oh, you
to
missed
me.
that then, because we
Now-
wiped the field
Now,
with
if
him.
you ask Tarleton,
He texted me.
I texted him some revisions. Like, after, I think, halftime, I was like, I don't know, I think I'm going to change that prediction to 28-0 or something.
He changed it 3 different times.
Well, you can't change it after kickoff.
And then, after that pick six, I was like, I think it'll be 35-7. I think we'll let Iowa score one or something.
No, we flat
And,
refused.
Yeah, which I love
Some
it
of that
when
was their own
Alabama
fault.
went down.
They threw an interception
In the end zone.
So
Yeah.
they almost scored on us.
They almost took the lead at first.
Yeah, Tyler over here was wondering how we were going to score. Let me explain how we score. The word we're looking at is Nico. That's
Yes.
how we score.
How do you pronounce
It's
the last
Nico.
name?
Ialamieva.
Iala?
No, it's
Is that it?
Ialamaava. Ialamaava.
Ialamiava.
Iamaleava.
Iamalieva.
You got a way to pronounce it?
I don't know.
We're all going to pronounce
Iamaleava.
it. Somebody's got to be right.
Iamalieva.
Hey, I seen
Iamaleava.
Hen the
Iamaleava.
Hooker's been calling him 8 ball.
Now,
Eight ball.
if you all have ever seen that episode of SpongeBob, it was like a Halloween one.
Oh, yeah.
The
I must have
hash
missed that
slinging
one.
slasher. They keep on saying it wrong. Where Squidward messes with SpongeBob a little bit.
Ass ringing thing.
Yeah, and he's like, hash
You seen
slinging,
that one?
bash
Oh.
slinging, bash
I've watched
slinging.
SpongeBob all the time when I was younger.
And
Okay.
yeah, like I made a Facebook post yesterday with a YouTube clip. I said, these announcers trying to pronounce Nico Iamaleava like this clip.
Hey, well,
Wrestling,
did you see where
wrestling.
they got up there to give him the MVP?
And he had his little.
And
He had his knees.
they mispronounced his name when they announced
He
it
just
as
laughed.
the MVP, and he got this look on his face like, no, that's not right. And then the lady from ESPN got the mic back, and she fixed it.
I
When
seen
she
the
said it, she said it right.
A thing on Twitter, they had like 8 nicknames for him. Like they were 8 ball, the throwing Samoan.
He's a Samoan.
I guess so.
Like,
You know what this means?
I figured he's
of the
Polynesian.
table.
He's the head of the table.
Yeah, I figured he was Polynesian of
The
some
Polynesian Prince of Passing.
yeah,
I
you seen
mean-
those?
See that one?
I
Yeah.
like that one. That one's cool.
But-
That's too hard. That takes forever.
Millionaire Nico.
How about Nico?
Did you
Yeah,
go watch?
Nico.
You went to an
Nico.
NFL game over the break too.
Oh
didn't you?
yeah, I went to watch the New Orleans Saints.
That's his team's the Saints.
New Orleans.
Who's your team? I forgot.
Seattle and Jacksonville, I like both.
You like two
Oh, okay.
teams?
Yeah.
That's
I
convenient.
was afraid you were going to say Falcons or something.
No,
No.
I like the running back. That's about it.
Oh, yeah. So the Saints, they were playing the Giants.
And you got to go.
Yeah.
You had pretty
watched
good
it right
seats.
in the Superdome. Yeah.
I seen that on Facebook.
I mean, it was kind of up in the nosebleeds, but still had a pretty good view of the
Yeah.
action.
Oh, yeah.
Like, I could see the plays. I saw Alvin Kamara.
Yep.
Awful
He
lot.
played for Tennessee, Tyler.
Oh, I know. I watched him
Yeah,
battle in
and of
Bristol.
course, there's a player
I
for
was
the
at that game.
Giants
Were you?
who was
I don't know the field
instrumental
after
for
you.
Tennessee last
Kamara
year,
walked
Yeah.
by me.
Really?
Jalen
I
Hunt.
looked at him.
Why
Yeah.
aren't you a Tennessee
He
fan?
was instrumental,
'Cause,
especially against
tell you.
Alabama.
Oh, yeah. 5
tell you.
touchdowns.
Yeah, I did manage to see Jalen White.
Hi.
Hi,
Oh,
yeah, whatever it is.
Yeah, I mean, it's one.
I did manage to see him.
All right, now we've got let's see, we've got film, and you've got film, and I got a walkthrough, and then we switch it up, but that starts at 1. So we're going to have kids coming in here in a minute, so we better wrap this up.
All right, yeah.
But hey,
Yeah.
guys, this is Mr. Sweeney.
What you do here, Mr. Sweeney? What you teach?
I teach special education.
There we
He
go.
has been a great addition to our faculty here this year. We have been tickled to death. And that's where we go when we want to be in the know on Tennessee football.
We see Mr. Sweeney.
And Mr. Glover. Mr. Glover stays into that. He tells
Yeah.
us all
1A
about
and 1B.
the recruits and the transfer portal people and all that. And I heard your boy Stewart is going.
Is he going somewhere else?
Oregon.
Oh, no.
Apparently they've offered a little more money than Tennessee's willing to pay.
Dang it.
Oh, Lord.
I was hoping we was going to get him.
All right,
Have a
see
good
you,
one.
Mr. Sweeney.
Thank
Thanks
you.
for stepping in today.
You want to talk about Tennessee a little bit more?
I mean, I think everybody was well aware of Iowa's struggles to score. I think we were a little bit worried that our defense would have fell off a lot because we had a bunch of people in the secondary hit the portal. But
Fortunately enough, you
since
played a team that
we played a
struggles with
team that
passing.
that
Yeah, I
don't
like that
pass it
old-
well.
Old West got in the backfield a lot. They said he might replace old buddy that left for Ole Miss.
Barron.
Pretty good, yeah.
Well, we missed out on some of these portal guys too, like Walter Nolan. But I think we picked up maybe a tight end from Notre Dame.
What did
a
Glover say
receiver.
about Brew?
Hey, he didn't say nothing about Brew. He was talking about, I think it's the Tulane receiver.
Brazil? Yeah, he's good.
Or maybe it was a different receiver that somebody said was, was like a freak, one of the best prospects. I mean, you never know. Everybody's going to be the national champion.
Well, I remember Dante Thornton
January.
was a freak, too. He never caught a ball.
But, I mean,
Dante Thornton.
All right.
in the off season, that's when everybody's excited because we're getting this one, we're getting that one. We'll just wait till September. I guess it's late August next year. I think it's when they get started next year.
Is it?
Yeah, I think.
Let's talk about our standings after the New Year's
I
Six
got
Bowls.
everything wrong.
Well, interesting enough,
Are you
Sam and
first?
E-Dog's the only ones. in
I'm
it.
first with 14 points.
course
James
you are.
is second with 12 points.
But we can't get no more,
E-Dog
can
and
we?
Sam are tied for last with 11 points, but get this. They're the only two that still have their champions alive, so the last place teams, one of those are going to jump and win.
So one of these
It's down
two
to
guys.
Washington and it's down to Michigan.
So if
put
Washington
the
wins, E-Dog's the winner.
Full court
And if
press
Michigan
on
wins-
him.
Michigan wins, it's Sam.
Yeah.
Yep. To put the full court press on you.
Okay.
I got Georgia. Everybody got Georgia and Oregon. We swept that. James and I got Mizzou. You were the only one that got Ole Miss.
How'd y'all not pick Ole Miss? Who'd they play?
Penn
Penn State.
Y'all really thought Penn State would beat Ole Miss?
I didn't
No.
see Ole Miss all year.
Well,
so-
I didn't think Michigan would beat Alabama either. I just think that Big Ten's a little bit behind.
I do too.
Yeah.
But I guess they showed last night they ain't too far behind.
Nope.
So E-Dog can win with a Washington championship victory. He'd have 23, and Sam would have 23 also.
And I'm not trying to
with a
pick,
Michigan win.
I'm not pulling against you, Sam. It's just something about the name Huskies.
There you go.
I got to go.
All right.
And you know what? I picked Texas, and last night I found my heart basically saying, who cares about what I picked? I'd like to see this team succeed. And I tell you, I guess the reason why, and I didn't know all this stuff, if it ain't happening in Tennessee or the SEC, I generally don't know a whole lot about it. I didn't realize that Penix has blowed out both knees and messed up a shoulder, and like every season the man's tried to play college football has been cut short. and now he's playing for a national championship. I think that's pretty neat because they said he about quit football several times.
When he was at Indiana.
So there, I think that's a neat little story. So go Huskies.
Go ahead. I got to change mine now.
Let's go back to, we did an NBA pick'em for Christmas Day. I don't even know.
You can't count none of them. Here, hey,
It's terrible.
now Luka played, but Kyrie did not.
They won.
Embiid
though,
didn't play.
They
Did
did.
win?
They did. Embiid didn't play.
Yeah.
Okay, who else? Everybody missed who picked the Celtics?
I might have been the only one.
You
Yeah,
know, I
you
didn't even
did.
get to see the game.
I didn't even.
I didn't watch
I
it.
watched it.
We had Christmas
I
gatherings.
watched a little bit of the Suns and Mavericks.
I'm gonna tell you the
That was it.
difference in that game. I didn't even know he was gonna play. Porzingis wore us out.
Yeah,
He was swatting everything, went in there, and then he scored like 25.
they're wasting a lot of really good Anthony Davis games too, because he's been playing well and they're not winning. Makes me think they're gonna make a move.
I seen a new thing the other day on them.
It's not Levine anymore.
No, it's that boy for the Hawks are struggling. It's that
DeJounte Murray.
DeJounte Murray.
Hmm.
It would be Russell and
Not Reeves.
it ain't Reeves. Russell and
Prince.
not Prince.
Rui.
No, shoot, I forgot who.
Reddish.
Vince.
I don't even remember. I hate to say.
Who else they got on their team that's guard or forward?
Russell was one of them.
Well, everybody's off the Russell train because he cannot guard anybody.
No.
I just looked up Murray's stuff. He was shooting 38% from three, averaging 20.5 points a game. Like, must be a decent player. He's bigger than
Yeah, that's what I mean.
Murray, or not. He's bigger than Russell. Probably can guard you a little bit.
And here I'm saying he can't guard nobody, like I can do any better. I don't mean to put people down. I'm just saying they go hunting for those matchups and all that. And he's a target. I mean, they'll just go find Russell and screen him, and then he gets switched off on these guys that he just
What's
can't guard.
I keep reading stuff. What's going on? It's I'm reading that Ham and Reeves hate each other.
Austin Reeves.
Yeah.
Really?
Yep. Not playing. First off, he's not playing even a bunch of minutes really, like 26 minutes
He's
a game.
tearing it up when he is playing.
Yeah, I know. That's what I'm saying. That they're like trying to be like a publicity stunt by Ham because he don't like him. You read up on that. They're also saying why did they pay Hachimura and Reeves, and I think there's one more they paid a pretty good amount, and they're all not playing much as far as minutes a game in the 20s. I don't know. I'll just read this stuff. I don't know if it's true or not.
Yeah,
I ain't got time to read this stuff, Sam. What? You
I
know
did-
why? Because we played 5 games in 5 days last week.
We did.
and you did well.
We did okay.
You did well. You went 3-2
I was
in
proud of them.
the 33rd edition of the Ladies Classic. Ended up getting a few big
The
wins.
33rd edition, but it's the 34th year. Now, somebody explain that.
Yeah, you can't explain that.
Oh, yeah, you can. One word,
COVID.
COVID.
Look at he knew it.
What about, I mean, do we need to talk about anything else before we dive into this basketball?
I was going to let you dive right into
We
it.
got to preview some games. We got a big week this week.
Sam hadn't had any since the
We
last
got
time
like
we
15
talked.
minutes because we do need to probably knock this off by 12:45 or so. So you can we don't want this stuff sitting out here when them kids show up.
The floor is all yours.
I can go fast. I've done this before.
You
I've gone
have.
fast before.
In under 5.
5 games in 5 days. All right. Used to, before they expanded this tournament, the most you would play is 4. Usually we played about 3. And I've had plenty of years where we were 0-3 or 1-2. There was a couple years where we were 2-2. And then we had the big year where we finished 5th and was 3-1. And I believe I referenced that before, that the team we were supposed to play, it was the first game of the tournament. It was like a 10 a.m. game. The other team was from Florida. Tell you what I can't understand is, obviously they would have come up the day before because they're not going to drive up and play a 10 a.m. game from Florida. And nobody had contacted them the night before to see if they made it in. So we're warming up, shooting layups, and they come and said, we can't get a hold of nobody, they're not here. And they never showed. So we won that one by forfeit, whatever. That's been, 13 years ago now. So, that team won 3 games and had its best finish. But technically, that team didn't win 3 games on the court. We won 2 games on the court, and then we had one where somebody gave us one. So this year's team won 3 on the court. But you can kind of, if I was on that old team, I'd say, yeah, but you all played in that extra game that they have now that they didn't have available back then because they've added some teams. I don't know. Any way you slice it, we had probably one of our better ladies' classics in the history of the school, and that even goes back to before I got here. 3 wins. They were quality wins. We had a Oak Ridge win, a Chucky Doak win, and a Daniel Boone win. And the 2 losses were against teams where if you played them 100 times, they're going to win 100 times. I mean, we're just I tried to explain it to my kids like this. You know, it's and I think sometimes people get into well, that's a 4A school, or in Kentucky, I don't even know. I think they just have one classification, but I think the school we played had over 2,000 students in it. And they get into 4A, 3A, 2A, 1A. You know what? They can only put 5 of them out there. Look here. We got another guest. It's the Weems family. Avery and
Hey,
Calvin.
this is the best assistant coach of all time. Look at this coach.
Look at this.
Sir.
Delivery.
Thank you, sir. You're the best.
No problem.
You see how Sam's got it over
Yes,
there?
sir. I just got some chicken tenders. I figured it'd
E-Dog
hold
helps
up.
me. Did
It'd
you
hold up
see
good.
E-Dog bring me anything to eat? No. I'm just kidding, E-Dog. My wife ran and got us some lunch today. Where's that from? IHOP?
Right.
IHOP. Over here at the TA. Do
Yes,
they
sir.
still sponsor us?
They're not the lead sponsor, but they do sponsor.
But they do sponsor. So there.
Their
TA,
commercial usually runs every show.
IHOP, pizza, what is
Papa
it?
John's.
Papa John's
TA,
Pizza,
baby. It was good.
Dunkin'
Man,
Donuts.
Yeah.
So, what was I talking about? The ladies' classic?
Yeah.
Yep, I'm talking about classifications and
Yeah, well, they can only put 5 kids out there. They may have 2,000 to choose from, but they're only putting 5 out there. But really, the 2 teams that we played against, the 5 they put out there, just across the board, larger, more athletic, faster, and that's hard for us. So we kind of ran into a couple of matchups where we were just, like I said, we were just outsized. And the skill level, I felt like there was some separation there in the skill level. I mean, their kids, I looked up that team we played first, and they've got a girl that's the number 37 recruit in America in the class of 25. And, you know, there's people offering her that are, you're talking about big-time college programs. And I'm not saying I don't have kids that can play in college. I've got multiple kids, I think, that can play at that level. But just overall, you look at their roster, and, you know, we not only did we play 5 games in 5 days, but I've got 8 available players. And one of them just doesn't have much experience, and I don't know that I got her in except for maybe the last 30 seconds, last minute of the game a couple times. So really I played 7, and I think there might have been a few games where out of the 5 where I just played 6. And that's tough to ask anybody to do. Go play 5 straight days, and oh, by the way, you're going to have to play 31 minutes or 32 minutes. So I thought it was really a great accomplishment. I think we technically finished, what, 7th?
7th.
6th place game.
Have you seen how they do that?
the tournament bracket?
Yeah, how do you
and
do
everything?
this? How do you have 8 winners when you finally get those play-in games over with and you're playing your first round games? You have 8 winners. Then how does somebody out of the 8 losers finish 6th and 7th? Oh, you can look at it all you want to.
It's
You're
tough
not going to figure it
out.
out.
Yeah, it's tough to figure
And
out.
I think
is
what
tough.
they're doing is they're giving you something to play for that last day, you know. But anyway, I don't know that we were the 7th best team out of the 20, but I know we beat 3 of them. And there may have been a couple more that if we'd had a chance to play them, we could play right with them. So I'm very proud of them. Hannah was named to the all-tournament team.
Haley Bailey, I think, finished with the 4th most rebounds in a single
Yeah,
tournament.
she had an excellent tournament, and I'd say that the committee that selects the all-tournament team, probably had a real hard time deciding between them two. Maybe they felt like since we finished 7th that we didn't deserve 2 players on there. There was a team that finished behind us that got 1 on there. And some of that stuff, and that's the good thing about my kids. They don't care. They went and played. They played their best. They give it their best. And if you get something for that, fine. If you don't, oh well. It don't make or break your season anyway. So, but we were tickled. George Rogers Clark had a real good team, and Bearden lost to Knox Webb the first day, and then just steamrolled their next 4, including us, or their next 3. So we lost to 2 really good teams, I feel like. As a matter of fact, the team that won it, the only close game they really played was against the team that beat us.
George Clark.
Yep. So there you go. There's my recap, I guess.
I guess that's your recap of, I guess that finishes 2023, moving into
It's
2024
over.
now. We finished your 2023 in that Happy Valley tournament.
We had some fun over the break. We didn't play, but Wednesday, I gave them off through Tuesday, the day after Christmas. Wednesday, we came in here and had a light practice just to get our legs back under, shot a lot. Thursday and Friday, it was fun. We had some older guys that used to play here come in. We kind of scrimmaged up and down for those 2 days, and it was good to see those guys. A lot of kids that you don't get to see all the time. I ain't gonna name them because I'd miss somebody, but we had some games and played, so I think that was fun for the kids. It was fun for me to see those older guys that used to play for you. And then yesterday we got in here and started preparing for tonight. So while Coach was in there just wearing everybody out, that's what we were doing.
E-Dog, is there anything you wanted to add on this?
I don't think so.
Did you have fun at the Ladies Classic?
I sure did.
Did you get there every day?
Big A.
Yeah, and plus, I think as far as improvement goes, I think we're a much improved team. Now, I'm not saying we don't have room left to grow. We definitely have a lot of room left to grow. But I think going into the tournament, I was pretty much concerned on our effort-wise and everything else, but they left no doubt. So I'm proud of them, too. Like Coach Buchanan says all the time, he was proud of them. And I don't say much because here I am on the bench just like telling fouls and timeouts. I don't really say much. And you know me, like my speech can be a little wonky, so I don't really say much because sometimes I will know what to say, but it doesn't come out right. So I try to stay in my lane, while last year I tried to do whatever. So, but I'm very proud of them, and hopefully the momentum will keep moving forward into this week. So.
E-Dog has a very important job over there. In case y'all didn't know, there's a couple things that you have to know and you have to have quick access to on that bench. First of all, I like to be informed. There ain't really a whole lot of, I can't do much about it sometimes, but I do like to know when they get their second foul in the first half.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
And sometimes I'm able to get them out. It depends on the score and situation. And, I know some coaches that just, it's like an unwritten rule to them. You get your second foul, you set the rest of the half. And I know Coach Tarleton's done a little research on that, maybe talked to or heard some other people speak on that. But I'm in a situation where I can't afford to set them down a lot of times. We just have to maybe change the way we're playing. So I need to know that. And then not only do I want to know their second foul in the first half, I want to know every foul after that. So when they get their third, that way I can communicate it to the kid. When they get their fourth, I definitely need to know that in case you need to get them out before they foul out. And then the other things like timeouts. And I don't know why I can't remember, but there are times I just can't remember if I've called any or if I've called them all. And that's two things. Hey, now I've not done it yet. Knock on wood. Who we got now?
There he is. Oh, that's the goat.
Coming in. The
That's the
troops
big
are coming.
goat.
Yep.
And the baby goats.
But you'd be like the biggest idiot with the biggest target on your back if you ever done one of those stupid, you've called too many timeouts.
Yeah.
And that's one of them that, and here's what's crazy is sometimes what you have on the sideline, like this happened at the Ladies Classic. We played one of them all-star teams, and I called a bunch of them early, just to try to stop the tidal wave.
George
It was George Rogers Clark. I felt like I'd called them all. And E-Dog had me down for none. My bookkeeper, Natasha, had me down for none, which normally she's at the table. She's not right there with us. I need somebody right there with me, but last week she was right there with us on the bench too. So they both confirmed my fear that I had 0. I look over there at the table, and they're waving that I got 1.
I snuck an extra one on
So I think they felt sorry for me and gave me an extra timeout. But that's the kind of stuff, and I've give E-Dog that responsibility. He does a great job with it as far as keeping me organized. And people, I think, sometimes don't know how important that job is. And that kind of handcuffs you on some of that other stuff. I mean, I don't know how much you're able to really break down and look and see what the other team's doing and all that, but that's still an important part. It has to be done. That's what Coach Haley was doing for us. Of course, I had to give him a clipboard just to make him sit down. He'd pace back and forth, yell and holler. So, E-Dog, don't sell yourself short. Like you ain't
Yeah,
got
you
bring a
do
lot
great job.
to
Man,
the table,
you
brother.
speak well on this stuff too, E-Dog.
Yeah,
I don't know where you
golly.
come up with that.
Talk about the man. You can tell he's in whatever you were in. What are you in?
Media and communications.
That. Now what we got to do? Preview this week's
I guess
games?
we'll go ahead and cut the break because I guess that puts a cap on 2023.
We're done with 23.
Going into 2024 now, you've got a few important games coming up here on the schedule. Got a couple county games. Got your first conference games each too. We'll go ahead and cover that in just a minute, but we need to take a break. So we'll be right back after these messages here on Grassroots Media.
Baileyton Drug Company services the surrounding communities of Baileyton with excellent patient care using a full-line pharmacy, over-the-counter selections, and a convenient drive-through. When you visit us, you are treated as a neighbor, not a number. It's not just our slogan, but our culture. We're investing in our patients, local schools, and community. For over 5 years now, we have established ourselves as an independently family-run pharmacy that isn't driven by corporate goals. We are driven by what is best for your overall health and wellness. We're conveniently located so you don't have to make the drive. Prescription drugs are just the tip of the iceberg. We also offer natural remedies, essential oils, at-home medical needs such as walkers, rollators, bath accessories, as well as wound care products. And coming soon, basic urgent care services. What makes us better than other drugstores out there? When you frequent Baileyton Drug, you will receive professional, courteous, and friendly service that goes above and beyond any other pharmacy in the area. Remember, you're a neighbor, not a number.
Pizza, pancakes, or donuts, the Davy Crockett Travel Center in Baileyton has the cure for all your cravings. While you're there, shop our general store for souvenirs, gifts, and cellular accessories. In a hurry, grab a cold drink and a hot dog to go. Check us out on Facebook and come to Baileyton.
My name is Robert Starnes. I'm a lifelong resident of Northern Greene County, where I currently reside here with my wife and 3 children. I was a barber in Greenville for the last 6 years, but I have recently changed locations to my new shop in Baileyton. It's at 285 Mortis Hollow Lane, Afton. I'm also a proud supporter of North Greene Athletics. Come see me for all of your men and boys grooming needs. Go Huskies!
Oh, you're good. Welcome back to Grassroots Media, and welcome back to this week's edition of the Baileyton Drug Company TMB show, where we cover everything, or presented by Starne's Barbershop. Almost forgot that.
Yeah.
Hey, I'm going there
Barbershop,
right
yeah.
after practice, right before the game.
E-Dog, tell them what you got for Christmas. Wait a minute.
E, are you the
We
3
already told
o'clock
that, didn't
appointment? Are you the
3
3
o'clock.
He got in there before me. I'm the 3:30.
Oh, you're going today?
Yep.
both
So
going back to
everybody
back.
here's had a haircut today, except you.
You got one today, too?
Well, I mean, like late last night. It's when you can feel a little stubble. My hair grows fast.
That's real.
In-
Mine does,
only in certain spots, though. Like right here.
Yeah. I got
Back
my
here,
haircut
no.
like 3 weeks ago, and my beard trim, and it just grows so fast. I mean,
Yeah.
You're a
about,
dang
like,
stud. That's
You're a
why.
real man. A real man can grow
It's
hair.
all part of genetics. I get it from my dad. Shout out to
He's
my
got a
dad.
nice beard.
He does. You ever seen
I
my
noticed
dad,
that.
Tyler?
What's that?
Nice
You ever
beard.
seen my dad's beard?
I don't know him,
10 out of
but
10.
if I saw him, then I might know him.
Well, okay. Well, he has a beard. It's all the way out. Like, he used to have it like to here, but it's about almost chin size or long. So, but he's
Where
a good
he
fella.
gets his good looks.
Yeah, he
Where he
ages
gets that
like
beard,
fine
too.
wine though. He's
Like Coach Buchanan, ages like fine wine. Like Coach Buchanan.
he does.
Hey,
were rocking the
Coach
beard all last
Buchanan,
year.
listen. Christmas break, got a new PR, weight room. 365, baby. On the bench press.
I'm gonna
365.
quit telling you
This
stuff.
man's a stud.
You were rocking the beard all last year.
Yeah, and I shaved it for Mercy Joe, because she wanted me to be Mr. Clean for
Oh, yeah, that
homecoming.
was awesome.
So I've just not grown it back. I mean, it's a little bit easier, really. You would think if you had a beard that it would be easier to keep yourself groomed, because you don't even have to worry about the face, just let the hair grow and shave the head. But no, you're having to detail it, you're having to make sure it's even on both sides, and I just,
Plus,
Plus,
easier just.
plus it's got so much gray in it. I look so much younger with no facial hair.
My dad naturally has gray hair.
We may
so-
bring it back, but I had to put a little color in it.
Mhm.
I had to put a little color, some beard wash. Look, the troops are rolling in. I told you we got to get this show on the road.
Well, let's
Sam,
hit it.
talk about, we got a 3-gamer this week.
Okay.
3-gamer.
You got Chucky Doke.
for the second time in 2 weeks, maybe.
There they are.
I got him for the third
got-
time.
Big difference.
In 3
We're gonna
weeks.
see if we can
Got
change a few things. They out rebounded us a bunch. I think it was 48 to 32.
Not tonight.
Not tonight. We shot a low percentage. Not in here in the Husky Den.
Not tonight.
We're going to hopefully shoot a better percentage. We're going to change a few things as far as our where we're sending the double on dairy. Hopefully have a little bit better rebounding on the backside. To beat a Chucky Doke team, you're going to have to play tough and physical because they are. And Treadway's a great player. Derry's a great player. They got senior laden team. So we're looking forward to the challenge. We held in that game for pretty much three quarters there. It was, single digits, and then got away from us at the end. So see if we can fix a few things. Thursday night,
First conference
yeah,
game of the year.
I mean,
Luckily, you get it at
here's
home.
the thing.
Round 1.
I told him, if you want to win the regular season part, you got to win that one because you got to hold serve at home there against a really, really good University High team. They're as good as anybody we played this year, so that'll be a big challenge for us. Then we got West Green again on Saturday.
Those weekend county games are always fun.
Yeah.
I think they draw the
Yep.
biggest crowd, too.
I think
I'm
they'll
sure you'll be here for that one too, won't you? West Green
See, I
graduate
don't
Tyler.
work Saturday, so I might come.
There'll be
Oh,
a
just as a spectator?
Yeah.
big crowd all week in here.
Yeah, we need to make some money in here in the den this week.
Mhm.
But by the time everybody sees this, well, they can still make it out to the
They can
Saturday.
still make it
game.
Saturday night, yeah.
Tuesday, Thursday, Saturday this week.
There's another winner over there. She
Yep.
just wins.
Grace.
Wins and wins
Grace
and
is in
wins.
the house.
She's the goat.
Is that mine? Anybody want that? What is it, a Baja Blast? Anybody want a Baja Blast from Taco Bell?
I'll take it if no one
E-Dog is your winner.
E-Dog, is Baja the best Mountain Dew?
Yeah,
Okay.
I do.
Do you like Baja Blast?
No, I don't like
did?
it. No,
You don't like it?
no.
I do.
I'm more of a
Thanks,
dark
boys.
cola.
Which one's your favorite, Pepsi or Coke? Or Dr. Pepper? You got to throw that in there, too.
Yeah, I'd probably drink Dr. Pepper, but if you talk about Pepsi products or Coke products, that's where our house is divided.
Okay.
My wife is a Coke lady. Nope, it's Pepsi.
You got to go Pepsi.
Oh, yeah. Even the Zeros, those new Zero drinks
Yeah.
they have, Pepsi Zero, 10 to 1.
All right, you got 3 games at home this week. Take it for your week. What do you expect?
Oh, well, Chucky Doke, it's third time for us.
Third
'Cause
time
we got
in
the
a
extra
short-
game
yeah.
against them there in the Ladies Classic. I think we just played them, let's see, it was Oak Ridge Tuesday. We played them Thursday,
Yeah, we played Thursday because the next game was George Rogers Clark. And then
5
Chucky
days
Doke.
ago.
Yeah,
And then it was just like a week before that we played them, right?
yeah.
Or something, who
That-
knows?
that
December
Friday
the
or something like
15th.
that.
So 3 times in 3 weeks, probably.
It's like the 15th.
Go for it.
Is that right? 3 times in 3 weeks?
The first time you played them on the 15th.
15th.
Yep. So you
So-
get them, what is that, 3 times in 18 days?
Is that right?
I
Okay,
believe
yeah,
so.
so there. Look at that. 3 times in 18 days. So I don't know how much will change. We got kids rolling in now. We're going to go check out some film after we get some shots up here. I do know there's a few things we want to focus on a little bit different. Not that it's a secret, and even if it was a secret, it would come out after the game's over with anyway, so I don't really mind saying this. We played them a little man, and the game was very closely called. I mean, both teams were getting a ton of fouls called on them early. And just to avoid some foul trouble there, when we played them in the Ladies Classic, we went to a zone, and they ate it up. Just our 2-3 zone. They were doing something with their zone that we don't see a lot from other teams, and I don't think we reacted real well at all. So at halftime, we put in a different zone that we've never played, just haven't played it. And I think maybe some of them have a little bit of background in it. They're from grade school, a 1-2-2 zone. I mean, it ain't hard. So we went to that, and it seemed to slow them down. I think they went the whole third quarter and half of the fourth, and we held them to 7. There was about a 12-minute stretch there where they only had about 7. So we finally found something that slowed them down. We may have to do it again tonight. I'm hoping we can play good, solid man tonight and not get so many whistles. And there were some things they did to us with their pressure at Chucky Doak that really seemed to bother us, and we made 2 small adjustments to our press offense. It seems like we got a lot more in transition when we played them in there in the Classic. Yeah. So I'm sure they're going to make adjustments off of that. So it's one of them where you'll just show up and play and see how it unfolds and hope you make the right decisions and have a chance to win. Coach Hazelwood's at University High now, and he's been there for a while helping the boys. And now he's coaching the girls, and I've already noticed just in the few film that I've been able to see that he's got them playing a lot better. But I think part of that was they had some kids that didn't play last year that are playing now. And I don't know how many wins they have now. I've not really looked recently. But I think that's going to be a challenge. I think they are a much improved team with a couple of go-to kids, and they've not had that in the past or in the past few years. And like you said, big conference game. And, there aren't many of those now. We only have 6 of them. There's only 4 teams in our league. Mm-hmm. So 3 opponents, you play them each twice, 6 games. So
you could argue they're all more important now.
Oh, gosh, yeah. If you drop one, especially if you drop one at home, it just makes it that much more difficult to climb out of that hole because you're going to have to go beat them on the road if you want to win the league. So, I mean, just big game for boys and girls both Thursday. And then we've got Saturday a home game here with West Green, a game that I don't know that we really deserved to win that game when we played them over there at West Green. I mean, we did enough to win, and I think we put together a solid fourth quarter, but for 3 quarters they were the better team. And I know you have to play a whole game. I understand that. And I think there were some things that they did to us that really frustrated us. So we've been looking at some things since that game, and Chucky Doak did some similar things to us, and we've been getting a little better at it. So, I'm hoping we play much better in here on Saturday, and hopefully we'll have good crowds at all 3 games. 2 county games and a conference game. I don't know how it gets much bigger than that.
Big week. Start the new year.
Big week at the Den.
All right, I think that's all we've got. Who's got it first? You got it at 1.
Oh crap! Yeah, I got the court at 1.
All right,
we did
I'm
it.
Let
though.
you get to
we
it. We got it done.
50
Coach,
minutes.
Coach.
By the time
Coach,
you edit a
that's all
little
we've
bit,
got.
we may be a sub.
Bye. We'll be at 45. I'd say we'll be at 45 minutes. Less than that, because we started we might be at 40. We started about 12:10.
Look at that.
Anyways, that's all we've got.
Fastest show ever.
Yep. I don't know about that one. But the first one of 2024, thank you all for watching this week's edition of the Baileyton Drug Company TMB show, presented by Starne's Barbershop. We look forward to seeing y'all next week here on Grassroots Media.
Bye.